Alright, back again. Had to go get another belt. Now I went to get another one and had to wait a couple hours to get it because I had it at another store. So this one's about, it's another, damn, I done forgot. I had a 30, I think this is a 32. Or I had a 31, this is a 32, something like that. So we'll see here in a minute. Looking better. Let me drop a couple of bolts in here and we'll check to make sure the pulley goes on there. The clutch idler pulley goes on there. It's looking better though. Motor's a little bit wider. I don't have quite enough room to get the pulley lined up just right, the clutch pulley, or actually even get the pulley in there because it rides inside the belt. So I have to pull the housing loose here. Hopefully got enough room to drop it down. This housing right here where the clutch goes. Just gonna pull those bolts out of there. Hopefully got enough room to drop it slightly. Move it around a little bit. Let me flip this camera around to the other side. Got a stray cat thing, territorial dispute going on over there. Got an interloper moving in. Alright, let me see if I got enough room to get this thing in here now. Yeah, I think I do now. Just slide my bolts back on here and my spacers. Pull that completely out of there. That's the clutch right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me show it to you, them annoying bastards over there. That's the clutch assembly. And the pulley just rides right down in there. Just rides right down in the center. And then the belt, if it's sitting there like this, the belt rides on the outside of this thing right here. Towards the outside, like that. Oh, that's good enough. I think it is anyway. You probably still can't see the damn thing. Okay. So the pulley is right here on the inside. You want it to be able to move freely when the clutch isn't on. Then the clutch is actually right here. So that's disengaged. To engage the clutch, you push down on it. And of course, I don't have nothing tightened down yet, really. So we're going to slide the motor about out at where we want it so it's away from the cases there. So you got plenty of room in there. You can almost fit a finger in there, almost. Tip of your finger anywhere, which is plenty enough clearance right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's enough clearance right there. That's a good 1/4 inch. And then your pulley alignment, when you're lining the pulleys up before you tighten them down, you see that'd be like way off right there. So about right there. Now if you can't get them lined up, you can loosen that bottom pulley up and slide it in or out, whichever way it needs to go. All right, Moppy. Whichever way it needs to go. So let me tighten this stuff down and we'll make sure that the motor's not crooked as far as, yeah, right there ought to be good. Yeah, it looks pretty straight to me. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, you want it as good as you can get it lined up, so you're not side loading the belt one way or the other. So I'm going to tighten this down, and then we'll go back and I have to put the Woodruff key in there. I haven't put it in yet, and then I'll have to tighten up this pulley on the shaft once I get it, but we should have enough room here. We're going to bolt it down and make sure I got enough room to fully engage the clutch. The clutch is spring loaded, so when you push down on it, it's just going to load the belt and the ride on the pulley, and the spring's going to hold it closed. So let me tighten this crap up and we'll see. Now, I'm not looking up the torque specs on these things, but judging, just going by the size of them, they're 5/16 bolts. So you're looking at about 24 foot-pounds, 22 to 24 foot-pounds, somewhere in that range. Standard torque for bolts about that size. That's about all you need. The general rule of thumb is 3/8 bolts, about 28 to 32 foot-pounds. 5/16 bolts, about 22 to 24 foot-pounds. 1/4 inch bolts, really only about 12 foot-pounds is about as much you can get on those. All right, I think that's got it. Looks good to me. Belt's about perfect. All right, all you gotta do is wire up the battery box and sharpen the blades on this thing, and we'll be good. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Gotta take my wife to the doctor's appointment in the morning. And get back to this. Gotta mess around with the damn tiller too. Looks like we got our clutch problem figured out. Set screws are good. Battery box, put some gas in it, and an hour meter. I bought an hour meter too to put on this thing, so I can tell when I need to service it, because you only use it so much.